Hi friends, we have a new feature. You now can create one-page vertical digital planners like you see here. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can apply the vertical template to your digital planners, as well as how you can recreate this planner here for 2024 with over 400 pages. In this planner, everything is clickable, meaning you can click on any date in the calendar and it will go to its daily page. And then if you click on the weeks on the sides, it will go to its specific weekly page. And then in the weeks, you can also click within the boxes. So if you now click on Tuesday 16th, it should go back to that daily page, and then on the sides, all tabs here will be clickable as well. So everything is fully hyperlinked automatically. You don't need to do any linking yourself. This will all happen when you export the planner. So let's get started. First things first, please always open up Planify Pro in Firefox in a private mode window. Please do not run it in Chrome or any other browsers, because it will crash if the planner gets too big. So please download Firefox if you haven't yet, and then here on the upper right corner you can choose to have it open in a new private mode window. And then log in again, and once you are logged in, then just click on create a new planner. So once you have started a new planner, you can go to Layout, Digital Planner, and then you will see these two buttons here. To have it vertical, click on single page vertical like this, and you should now see a template that looks similar like this one here, where you have just one page in a vertical format. Now the tabs can only be applied to the right side, to the top or to the bottom. You currently can't apply the tabs to the left side. That will be coming soon in a couple days or weeks. So to add tabs, you can have it set to the right side, and then here you can click on adding tabs, and you can add tabs as many as you like. So I'll be adding 12 tabs here, or maybe 13 tabs here. Then here with the outer padding, you can choose how much space you want your tabs to have. And if you want your tabs to fill out the entire space, you will also need to adjust the divider width. So this is the width of the tabs. So just adjust it to your liking up here. You can have it bigger or smaller, as well as with the corners here. And then let's name the tabs. So the first one, I'll call it 2024. Here is where the calendar will be. And then January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then December. I'll also quickly change the font. Up here, I'll give it a new font. I'll go with this one right here. Okay, so this will be my tabs. Feel free to further customize the tabs. If you want, you can also color the tabs by clicking here on the color button here. And then once you have renamed the tabs, you want to quickly check here if it is set to the correct type. So all the monthly tabs, such as January, February, and so on, these tabs will need to be set to detect a month. And then if you have a tab which is 2024, or it can also be a tab called Index, or for example Notes, or for example Lists. So if it's a normal text or a number, you will have to set it to detect a text. And this is important because from now on it will automatically detect where your January page is or where your 2024 page is. So very important that you from the beginning on set all the tabs correctly. So if you're following along, it should look something like this. And then from here, you can work on your digital planner, and it will automatically detect the tabs, the pages, and will automatically link them for you. So please make sure that if you have any additional tabs, such as notes down here below, that you set them to detect a text and not detect a month, because the notes tab will be considered a text. Okay. So once you have the tabs done, we can go back to the layout. You see here on the left side there is a bigger space than on the right side, and you can adjust that here under the inner padding. You can make it smaller like this to match the other side. Okay, so at around 0.119 inches that should look good. So this is how it currently looks like. If you want to further adjust the padding, such as if you want to make the spacing down here smaller, you can also go to Layout Planner, and then here there is a bottom padding. So you can also further adjust the bottom padding here as well as the top padding up here. So feel free to further adjust the padding. So once you're happy with the layout itself, with the paddings and margins, you can go to Template, and then here you can work on your first page. For the first page, I'll have it set to a calendar. So here under Starter Yearly, you will have different kinds of calendars you can apply. And there is one specific calendar. It's this one right here. One second. It's called Year at a Glance, and this is just a simple calendar which also has the weeks in it. So you can click on skeleton to just import the overall structure of the planner, just like this. And then you see here that every calendar is already set for 2024, and it also has the weeks here applied to the calendar. If you, for example, insert a different template where you don't have the weeks showing yet, you can also click on the widget, and in the settings you can go to the month settings, and here you can click here to set the weeks to the left side. Once you do that, it will add you an additional column to the left side where you can see the weeks, and then you can choose if you want to show the week numbers or if you want to display the weeks like the following here. So let me quickly go back and reapply the template I had before. Again, it's called the Year at a Glance template, this one right here, and then just click on skeleton to apply it. Next, I will go to the styling menu and I'll choose a new styling. I will choose under minimal the classic style, and then for the colors outline, I'll just type in black. You can also type in black, and that should pull up the color. And for the line color, I'll have it set to gray, like this. Next, let's quickly change the font. Go to H2, and here I'll choose this modern font right here. And then I'll also add a header. So under H1, you can add a header to your planner. I'll just call it 2024 Year at a Glance. And for the font, I'll just choose the same as before. This is how the planner looks like right now, and this is how it should look like on your end as well if you're following. Now let's open up the multiple page menu. And very important here, if you now go back to the tabs, I want this page to be linked to this tab called 2024. And in order to do that, I will need to rename this page 2024. And you will see here on the right side, it now has detected this page, and now it's linked to the current page, which is page 1. So this page right here. And this is why we have to set it to detect a text. If you have any additional pages for monthly pages, you will not need to rename your monthly pages. It will automatically detect it based on the calendar within the planner. So now that the first page looks good, we can click on Duplicate Page down here, go back to Template, and now let's open up the monthly calendars. And in here, I'll apply a monthly one-page calendar. There is one right here below. It looks like the following. It's a monthly one-page calendar. So simply click on skeleton. Here it is. If you want, you can further customize it. I don't want to have a header up here, so I'll just simply remove the header like this. And then if you want, you can further customize the template. I want to add additional lists and maybe a note section down here below. If you now click on Edit Layout, you will now have the option to add additional boxes within the planner. So I want to add a box to the right side. I'll just click here to add a new box. And here I'll add just this to-do list and then add more rows like this. Then maybe change the icon to a circle. And then I also want to change the header. Not sure why the header is Tuesday, but let's change it up. Call it maybe to do this month, maybe something like this. And then I also want this section here to be smaller, so we can also make this one smaller by clicking here on this fraction. You can make columns bigger or smaller. And then let's also add a section to the bottom. So click on the widget again, click on the plus, and then let's make this box here bigger like this. Let's go to notes and add in a grid widget. Okay. And now I don't want to have any header at all. So either you can remove a header like this, have it empty, or click on remove header. So the entire widget fills out the entire field without any blank space on top. Now let's also make this one smaller. I think this looks fine. Next, once you're happy with how your monthly planner looks like, you will have to check if the monthly planner is starting in January or in whichever month you want your digital planner to start. I want mine to start in January 2024 for next year. For the calendar, I also would like to show the weeks in the calendar. So you can click on the calendar, and in the settings under months, you can also show the weeks on the left side. And you can either show the weeks as numbers or as a W1, 2, 3, and so on. I'll have it show like this. So this step is optional. You can also add in the weeks, and then in the export the PDF file, if you click on the weeks, it then should redirect to the weekly page. And once you're happy with your monthly page, you can click on this ... button down here below. Let me show you. It's this button right here. So click on it, and now you'll have the option to duplicate the planner 11 times or as how many times as you wish. Plus, it will also change the dates for you. Let's duplicate this planner 11 times. So we will have 12 months in total. I'll have it set to wait for 1 second before it creates the next page. Okay, so let's click on duplicate plus change date. And you see that it now will add you a new page, change the dates, change the calendar, wait 1 second until it makes the next one. So let's quickly wait until it has created all pages. It's completed, and now we have in total 13 pages. All the calendars look correct. We can also check here for the tabs under layout. We see that now all the tabs, they are linked to the correct page. If you want to check if a tab is linked to the correct page, you can also click below the tabs. So if you want to check for April, you can click on link to page April. Let's see if it opens up the correct page, which it does. Let's check February. February is linked correctly, and August as well. Okay, let's go back to the December page. And now let's duplicate December. And now let's go to template, and now let's create our weekly pages. You can here search for weekly dated. And then here there is one template all the way down here, which is a weekly one-page planner. Let me quickly show you. This one right here, for example, you can click on skeleton to apply it like this. If it applies the right page instead of the left page, you can click here under left, and then click on skeleton again. Now it will apply the left page of this template. This is the weekly planner. This is how it looks like. Again, if you would like to, you can also further customize it. You can add additional columns right here. If you want to add a to-do list, if you want to remove a column, you can click here to remove it. If you want, you can also change the widgets and make it a to-do list like this. You can also further customize them. If you want to have them with lines rather than grids, you can also add in lines like this. However, let me quickly set it back to the grid widget, or let me copy this one, paste it up here. And then next, let's work on the dates. So this planner, the weekly planners have to start in January. The calendar is correct. And then for the dates, they should start on January 1st. Then check and set all the other widgets to the correct date. So the Tuesday widget here should be set to January 2nd. The next January 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So everything looks fine. Very important, please make sure that everything is set correctly. Make sure that all the dates are correct and that your first weekly planner is starting in January 1st. Then again here for the calendar, if you like, you can also activate the weeks option just like this, which I will be doing here. And then something else you can do is you can also maybe change the date flag to a different type. So if you would like to change it here, then you can do that as well and experiment and see if you find another date flag here you like or another style. So feel free to further change it up, but I will leave it as it was before, like this. Once you're happy with your weekly planner, again, go click on this ... button, and now you want to duplicate this planner 52 times. Because 1 year has around 52 weeks in total. I'll set it to 0.8 seconds because this planner has no patterns. It's quite a simple planner. And then let's just click on duplicate plus change date and let it create 52 pages. And then once finished, we can jump over to the daily pages. Okay, the weekly planners are completed. We now have in total 66 pages. Next, let's work on the dailies. Go to the very last page here. And now let's click on duplicate page. And now let's go to template and then starter and daily dated. And if you wish, you can create your own daily planner or template, so you don't have to apply any starter templates. This is just a quicker way to work. I will apply maybe one that looks like this one here. Looks like this. And then we can further customize this planner. You see that the date flag is up here on top of the calendar. I don't like how it's looking, so I will click on this calendar, and in the settings I will remove this date flag. So there is a menu called date. Here let's click on none to remove it, and then I think I will add the date flag right here within this widget. So if you click on any widget, you can add date flags on top of it or within it. So if I now go to the settings, scroll down to date, I can either add a date flag to the top of a widget, and then of course I can also make it less big. So here I have the menu to adjust the height of the date flag, or I can also add it instead to the top. I can add it like this, so on top of a widget. So I'll be doing this. I've activated the flag here, and then let's click on it. And here under size, I can adjust it if I want it to be from the right side or from the left side. And then I can also adjust how far from the top and from the sides I want this date flag to be. And besides this, we can also adjust the width of the date flag, so adjust how big you want it to be, as well as how tall. So right here. Then you can also say if you want the borders to have a color like this. And you can also choose if you want an inside color. Maybe let's make it a bit taller. And under style, you can also choose a new type for the date flag. By the way, you can also choose the corners. So under size, you can scroll down to corner, and here you can have it also rounded as well if you like. And then under fonts, you can also choose a new font. But I will stick to this modern font we have here. Or maybe I will go with this one here. Or maybe I will go with the old one. Yeah, let me go with this one here. Okay. So further customize the date flag as you like. This is how my daily planner looks like. And here under meal plan, I will write in here within the widget. I'll type in B for breakfast, L for lunch, D for dinner. And then here I want to have it as a tracker. So if you go here to emoticon bullet, you can add in icons within a field. So I'll add in 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 water drops. Then you can have it to the left, to the right, or center. I'll also quickly change the font here under H3. I want to change the font of the text within the widget. Okay, now this looks fine. Once you're happy with your daily planner, again, if you have any monthly planner in it, you can also set the weeks in it to the left side like this. And then I also want the numbers to be centered. So here I can click on center the numbers. Last step is to double check if everything is set to January 1st. So let's just make sure that the calendar is set to January 2024 and that the date flag is set to January 1st as well. So once the dates are all correct on the very first daily page, we can now click on the ... button, click to duplicate it 365 times for the entire year, and then click to start and adding the pages. And I'll be right back once it has created all 365 pages. Okay, it now has completed the entire planner. We now have in total 432 pages. If you want, you can create additional pages to the planner. Now that we are completed, let's go to Save Export. And before you export the planner, please always sync your planner before exporting. This will just make sure that all pages are linked correctly before you export the planner. So I'll click on normal or fast syncing. I'll set fast syncing because it's a pretty simple planner. It doesn't have any graphics or stickers. It only has widgets in it. So I'll click on fast syncing and then go through all pages. If your internet is slower or if the program is slower on your end, then please select normal or slow syncing. Okay, so let me quickly sync the planner and I'll be right back. Now that it has finished syncing the planner, let's go to Export Digital Planner and then have this menu selected and click on Batch Generate PDF. Please keep in mind that this is not saving the planner, this is just exporting the planner. To save the planner, please go to the Save menu right next to it. Okay, let's click on Download PDF and let's check out the planner. Okay, looks like the links are all there. Let's check out the months. Let's maybe click on February 6th, see if it goes to that page. 9th, 10th, 11th, 21. Let's go to a weekly page, week 3. Okay, let's check out here. If we click on Wednesday 14th in April, it goes to the Wednesday page. If we click again on the date flag, it should go back to the weekly. Let's see here. Let's click on March 8th. Okay, let's check out March 18th, 30. Let's see here, April, February, March. Let's click here. On week 4, March should go to the weekly page starting with 18th, okay, this is correct. Let's check out a few other pages. Just randomly click on your planner, see if everything is linked correctly, which it should. Also, don't forget to click on the tabs here on the sides. And this is how you can create a fully linked 2024 digital planner, vertical format like you have here. In case any links should be wrong or something shouldn't be linked correctly, please try to sync again. If you had set it sync too fast, maybe have it set to normal or slow. Resync your planner and then export again, just in case if something is wrong, if any links are wrong. But other than that, this is how you can create a vertical digital planner on Planify Pro. If you have any questions, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!